Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We're at Interrupt 2011. On the program today is Ken Loyd, who's the Director of Marketing at D-Link. Ken, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks, Rich. Pleasure to be here.
So, probably most of the viewers, if not all of the viewers, know your company as an organization that makes SMB and home access points, right? That are a relatively good price point. But your company does a lot more than that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a full range of business products, from switching to IP surveillance camera products to standalone wireless access points. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't realize the breadth of the product we have and the stature in the marketplace. Gartner actually ranks us #1 in wireless standalone access points worldwide, and #1 in Ethernet port shipments for small businesses worldwide. So we carry a lot of products, and we're announcing a lot of them here at Interrupt this week.
Really? So tell me some of those products. What are they?
Yeah, so one of the things we're doing is focusing on some of the cloud enablement for switching and wireless. The focus being to make it very simple and easy for deployment, especially for small businesses that may have locations in multiple areas, and they don't have a huge IT staff. So we have a full range of IP cloud-enabled wireless access points. This week we're announcing a exterior outdoor-based access point, and allows a customer to basically plug that access point in, put in a code, and manage it over the portal site. So you can deploy it without any IT staff on site, and the configuration will automatically be sent down to that access point. So it makes it very easy to manage and deploy an access point for multiple locations. That's one area of a cloud enablement for access points. We're also enabling cloud on our switch product line. So we're taking our WebSmart switch, which has a web portal, and adding a cloud enablement to it. So it does two things. One, as a small business person, I can see what's happening on my network, who's plugging in, where are they located, and what port, and all done over a web portal. We also have an enhancement to it called Insight Plus that allows a small business or mid-sized business to see what the security level is of the device connecting. Are they up to date on their patches for OS? Do they have the latest antivirus and anti-spam software on their product? And it either deny or allow them access into the network.
So quite often we hear of cloud as an alternative to hardware, but your solutions are actually augmenting hardware with the ability to control the hardware.
Absolutely.
Via virtual cloud or just via the internet, the web.
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to make it much more simpler and easier to deploy and manage, and providing that level of enterprise feature set, but at a price point and an IT requirement at a very small business standpoint.
So really, it's an interesting use of the term cloud, but it kind of gets a point across that you can get to the internet and you can just control whatever you need to control and do what you need to do from wherever you are. So, okay, great. Now, in terms of the different product lines that you have, are there some which are more fascinating than others in terms of their growth or interest or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. We think IP surveillance is a huge growth opportunity. Currently the CCTV analog market is very big still. But a lot of companies are migrating over to IP-based cameras, and D-Link has a full range of IP-based cameras for both consumer and the small and mid-sized business. Our consumer cameras are enabled with web called My D-Link, and allows anybody to take their IP-enabled camera and plug it into their home network. And on my iPhone or my smartphone, I can access that camera over the web. Doesn't require any settings on their personal router. On the business side, we have a full range of business cameras, from fixed dome, vandal-proof cameras for high security enabled deployments, to box cameras and high definition cameras. One of the things D-Link is focused on is how to make that easy to install on the network. So what we've done is taken our switch and added firmware to allow, once I plug a camera into that switch, it'll create an automatic VLAN for my camera network. And so now I'm segregating my video traffic and my data traffic on my switch network without any IT involvement whatsoever.
Very interesting. And that would be only if you've got D-Link routers or D-Link equipment on the back end, right?
Well, it's enablement on our WebSmart switch, and D-Link cameras.
Okay,
but
so
we
they have to work together.
Yeah, but we do support third-party cameras as well via simple manual input on that.
Very interesting. That's actually a very smart point? What made you decide to do that?
Well, a lot of it was to make it easy for our small business. So we do a lot of talking with customers, and as we saw the trend toward IP cameras, and with our consumer base, we wanted to make that easy for a small business person to also do it. So that's how we did that.
And probably small businesses don't realize just the massive amount of traffic being generated by some of these cameras.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're looking at 5 or 10 of them on a screen, it can just overwhelm you.
Especially with high definition and megapixel capabilities. So in our cameras we have H.264 compression. So now I can take that high definition stream, compress it down, and it takes less bandwidth on my network as well as less storage space on my storage NVR.
So what's next for the company?
Well, what's next is we're doing a lot of focus on small business. We're doing a lot of focus with the service provider network. We're taking a leadership position in IPv6. There's a lot of confusion in the marketplace around IPv6. And what we're doing on the consumer and the CPE side with the service provider is taking our huge install base of our consumer routers and our capabilities and taking that IPv6 leadership with the service provider network. So that's one area of leadership we're taking at D-Link.
Now, in the past I'd heard that your company was moving up market and that was a big push.
Right.
Is that something that's still on the table in terms of?
We're still focused on the business side, but we're putting a lot more focus on the small and mid-sized business.
Okay.
You know, we'll let the HP and the Cisco fight it out at the very high end, but in that mid-market and the small business side, we think we have the right products, the capabilities, and the simplicity that a small business and mid-sized business needs.
And how do you differentiate in the market with, if someone is, so let's say someone is watching this video and trying to determine between making a decision, maybe they're a reseller or whatever, they're an end user.
Sure.
They're trying to make a decision and you're one of the companies on that short list.
Well, I'd say you get more with the D-Link. So we offer more flexibility, so a variety of solutions end to end. So we do the switching, the IP surveillance, the storage products, so you can buy it all from D-Link. We're standards based, so you don't get locked into a proprietary solution. So we work well with a lot of the other providers as well in the marketplace. We're very reliable. We have a huge install base of product set, so we offer good quality at a very reasonable, affordable price.
Fantastic. Thanks for being on the price.
Thanks, Rich.
Program. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.